Good morning, Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world. You've tuned in to the Mac City Morning Show. I am your host, Elliot Pierre, and we're going to start the show off the same way we start every show off, with a moment of gratitude. I know you could be doing a million other things with your time, so the fact that you're here with us means the world to me. On that note, Tanner, hit him with the intro.
How's she cutting, me loves? You're listening to the Mac City Morning Show.
Okay, and we're back. I'm excited about this episode because I actually have spent a decent amount of time with this young lady, and we always have good conversations, so I don't doubt that it's going to be a great one today as well. As you already know, I do not introduce my guests. I let them do that themselves. So on that note, can you please introduce yourself and tell everybody who you are?
My name is Stepanik, and I've lived in Fort Mac for about 10 years, and I've been massaging out of physical therapy clinics here in town.
There we go. And so what physical therapy clinic are you massaging out currently?
I am in Acel in the St. Cruz Sport and Wellness Center downtown.
Okay, so the one that's, I don't want to say attached, but the one right next to Keanu College then?
Yes.
Okay, and how long have you been at that location for now?
I've been there a year.
Okay.
Yeah, and a half now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were closed down for a little bit because of COVID and the floods.
That's
I
right.
had to think about that.
Yeah. So I guess I'm just going to get started off because I know we've talked about this, but I totally forget what your response to this is going to be. So what got you in to becoming a massage therapist? How did you find out about this career choice?
Well, it's kind of a weird story, but basically I wanted to always work hands-on. I'm a hands-on learner. I found the body very interesting, and I actually wanted to go into a funeral home and be an embalmer.
Okay.
And I went there at a young age to go do like a tour and talk to a guy near my hometown who owned a family funeral home.
Okay.
And he flat out looked at me and said, "You're too pretty for this job to be in a basement with a body." And I was like, I don't know if I'm offended or what. And then so I was like, you know what? Like, I want to do something where as a young woman, I can succeed, make good money, and build the career and just keep going from there, because there's so many different opportunities after you become a massage therapist where you can just keep learning and become more educated.
Right.
And transfer fields. So I was like, I'm going to do this. Plus you get to meet people and help people, which I really like to do.
Cool. Okay. So for all those people out there who may be interested in going down the same career path, to become a massage therapist, it's not just like I'm just going to go start rubbing people. There's steps you got to take.
Yeah.
So what do those steps look like?
It's a college program, so after you get your grade 12, you apply to wherever you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
For myself, I was in Winnipeg, and I applied to the colleges, and you have to have a really high percentage of grades to get in.
Okay.
To do well, because the passing mark is 80%.
Okay.
For most exams and everything like that. Like, they take it very seriously. So it's 2 years. And then you do 2,200 hours of clinical on top of your 2 years of schooling.
That's right.
And depending on which province you want to go to, you have to do a provincial exam.
Okay. Okay. Does Alberta have a provincial exam?
I believe not.
I don't think we do.
I just switched over from Manitoba.
Yeah.
So
they'll take your examination from whatever province.
But if I was to go to Ontario, I'm pretty sure I have to do an exam, or BC.
Right.
Yeah. I haven't really looked into it in a long time.
Yeah.
I just know Manitoba and maybe Saskatchewan, Nova Scotia, Alberta are transferable.
Okay. So did you do your practical hours in Fort McMurray, or did you do them back home?
No, I did everything back home, and I ran a business back home, like myself.
Right.
Like a clinic with a bunch of other women who specialized in body treatments and stuff like that.
Right.
And then I was like, you know what? Like, I want to go somewhere where I'm going to make more money. And at that time, Fort Mac was booming. So I was like, I'm going to go up there and give it a try.
Is that how you heard of it? Like, you just, like, Fort Mac, make money, I'm going, that's where I'm going?
I had a bunch of friends who were working in the oil sands, and I met them at Country Fest and stayed in touch, and they're like, why don't you come up? And I came up and I checked it out, and I was like, I like the city.
Yeah.
It's not bad. And then I realized how much more I was going to make compared to Manitoba, even with overhead.
That's right.
And I was like, let's give this a shot.
Yeah.
I just, moved my stuff home from Winnipeg. My parents were like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm going to Fort Mac.
That's awesome.
And I moved up, and I actually worked at the pool first just to get on my feet.
Okay.
And then I got into Clearwater.
There we go. Now, you just said pool. Now, I know why you worked at the pool, but they don't know why you worked at. What were you doing at the pool?
I was a team lead, so a deck supervisor. And the reason why I did that was because my hometown, I lived right across the beach. My summer job was always a lifeguard, aquafit instructor. So I had all the credentials. So I was like, man, I'm just going to do this to make some money here and there. And then they offered me a full-time job, and I didn't realize how good they pay there.
That's right.
And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take this.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, it was like, I think 3 or 4 years I was doing it. And I woke up one day and I was like, I got to go back to adulting, and I got to do my career.
Right,
So
right.
I transferred out of that back into a clinic.
That's funny. So it's one of those things where when you told me like, yeah, I used to be a lifeguard, I'm like, really? You see lifeguards in the movies and stuff, and like, yeah, I never thought it was like a real thing until like I met you, and you're like, oh yeah, I used to do that. Like that's super interesting. So when you're a lifeguard, like you just have to take a bunch of swimming lessons and then do
You have to do
tests and stuff,
You have
right?
to do a bunch of courses.
Yeah.
And then like physical strength tests. Like, can you pull somebody from the bottom? Can you put a 20-pound brick from 25 meters?
Right.
Without dropping it or struggling. And then obviously you have to know all your first aid. So they give you these crazy scenarios. Somebody's in the middle of the pool drowning, and they come out, and you got to ask them, their full body surveys.
Yeah.
Do your ABCs, all that stuff. And,
Yeah.
I mean, if you pass, you pass.
I love swimming, but for the life of me, I struggle with opening my eyes in water.
Really?
Yeah. I just can't do it. I don't like the sensation. I don't like the feeling. I'm just... Yeah.
I always do it, and then I forget I have contacts in.
Oh, then it's game over.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so you've been here 10 years now, right?
Yeah, long time.
10 years. So talk about what a journey. You just came out here one day because you met some friends at a country festival.
Yeah.
10 years later, you're still here.
Yeah.
So what about Fort McMurray do you love so much? Obviously, you had options. The career choice you have is very transferable. You could go anywhere and do it.
Yes.
What's kept you in Fort McMurray?
I mean, I love it because it's the city, but yet you can go down Tower Road and you're kind of in the bush. So
That's
I
right.
mean, favorite pastime of mine is quadding, or I mean, people are gonna find it weird, but I like to go out and cut wood.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then have a fire. So I mean, it's just a drive down the street and you're in Tower Road, or you can go to the beach. Although Gregoire's not my favorite.
Right,
compared
but
to
it's
the
close.
beaches, but it's close.
Yeah.
And then the people here are extremely nice. Everybody's always wanting to help out or help you advance somehow. And then the clinics that I worked in were just really top notch. Like, they're really good.
There you go. Well, work environment makes your life easy.
Yeah.
You spend the majority of your time at work.
Yes.
You better like where you're working and who you're working with.
100%.
Yeah. That's why me and Tanner get along so well. Doesn't feel like work at all.
Work? What's work?
I know. That's what I'm saying. So there's something about you which when we first met, you were doing this like crazy. You were talking about it all the time, and now I continue to do it because of you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about water and why you need to drink it. I crush so much water because of you. So what is
Always
the...
remember me for the
Always. Like, I kid you not. Like, I don't have it on set because we use these awesome Mac City mugs on set. I literally drink easily 4 liters of water a day. Easy. Like, and we'll talk about it after, because, yeah. Anyways, tell everybody at home why they should drink water, please.
Well, my biggest thing is, like, when you have a massage, it's getting all your body systems going. It's ramping them up. So when you go home, you got to drink the water. You got to flush out the toxins we just got going in your bloodstream. You got to hydrate your muscles. That water is going to bring in fresh oxygen to basically help heal the muscles as well. It's just going to make you feel 1,000 times better if you hydrate. If you don't, I always tell my people, you're going to feel like you got hit by a bus, especially if I just had elbows in you and like you're near crying on the table. You need to do it.
Yeah. Now, you have another saying when it comes to elbows in your back, but I forget what it is, but it always made me laugh when you said it. It like hurts so good or something like that. What's your saying? Like, people would come into you and you used to beat them up. But they like, some people like would come in for like just, I just
Some
rub
people
me,
come in for a nice relaxation.
but your clients come to get beat up.
They do. They come to get fixed, and a lot of them come. They're just like basically go to town, tear my muscles up.
It hurts so good.
Yeah.
There's a guy that came out, it hurts so good. And I remember being like, what? He's just like, yeah. So what is the difference for people? Because I have to be honest with you, before working with you at Clearwater Physical Therapy, like, I had no idea about massage therapy, physical therapy. Like, I was a novice, green to say the least, about the whole industry. What are some benefits of massage and why should people be doing it?
there's so many benefits. I mean, if you want to get on the emotional side first, like during COVID, if there's nothing wrong with you, you should still go to lift your spirits. It's going to release endorphins. It's going to make you feel better. It's good for mental health as much as physical health.
Yeah.
Then on the physical aspect, I mean, I massage a lot of bodybuilders, strong men, so it keeps them going. It helps them continue on with range of motion. You know, your muscles are getting bigger, they're getting tighter, they're shortening, so let's like basically need that out. And then, I mean, I do a lot of people who have had whiplash or injuries, you know, disc bulging, like anything. You got an injury, we come in and we help you out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it hurts, but it's relaxing at the same time. I work in pain tolerance, so everybody says, yeah, that hurts so bad, but it feels so good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. Once you're out of a massage, once again, prior to working with you guys, I had never done a massage, never done physical therapy. And then all of a sudden I started doing it. And yeah, the feeling that you get afterwards, it's a good one.
It is, yeah.
It's a good one. Okay, cool. So there's a part of this show called the Mac City Minute where Tanner's going to ask you some questions. I have no idea what he's going to ask you, so best of luck to you. Tanner, hit her with the Mac City Minute.
Question number 1. What is your favorite part of working with the human body?
But there's always going to be something different, and every human body is different. The reaction is different.
Question number 2. What is your favorite part of being in the water?
I'd have to say the sound, the feeling, like just all your senses. It's freeing.
Question number 3. How is one thing people could be doing to better their body?
Self-care.
What do you mean by self-care? Elaborate on that for me.
Go for your massages, drink your water, do a healthy diet. You don't like to exercise, at least get out and go for a walk. Be with nature. Take care of yourself. If that's not your thing, get your nails done, get your hair done. Do whatever makes you happy. Take some self-care.
There we go.
Question number 4. How can you work on your health before you prep for a massage?
Come hydrated.
And the final question. What is your favorite story from your time as a massage therapist?
Oh man, my favorite story. You're making me think here. I don't know, like I got a couple good ones, but I think the ones that stick with me the most are some of my clients who have had skin grafts or amputations. And the scars are just so debilitating and they hurt, or they have phantom limb pain. And then, you know, I work with them and the scars start to basically loosen up, fade away, heal, and the gratitude that they show you almost brings a tear to your eye because you're doing your thing to help them out.
That's right.
Yeah.
Those have been your 5 questions.
There we go. See, Tanner's pretty good.
Yeah.
That was easy. Everybody gets nervous when they when I talk to them. The first question people ask when they come on a show is like, "What should I prepare? What should I study for?" I'm like, "Well, there's absolutely nothing to prepare or study for because I don't prepare or study for anything."
Yeah.
Yeah. The other component is like, "What's Tanner gonna ask me?" I'm like, I have no idea what Tanner is gonna ask you. Like, I'm pretty sure he makes up the questions on the spot. When I say I'm pretty sure, I know he makes up the questions on the spot.
Tanner doesn't know what he's going to ask you either, so.
Yeah. Cool. So let's shameless shout out because I know we're getting closer to the end of the show. So where are you right now? How can people find you? How can they support what you're doing?
So I'm at Acel Physical Therapy in the Synchro Sport Wellness. That's their downtown location. Everybody knows about their Millennium, so we just want to get a little bit more exposure to the downtown.
Okay.
I'm in there. You can go online. We have a Jane app, and you can book, or you can phone the clinic if you're old school, whatever.
Yeah.
Not right now. It's not allowed to drop off or drop in because we're COVID friendly.
That's right.
And you just go online. It's super simple. It takes like 2 seconds. Book your appointment that works for you, and you know you just do a quick little tap of a survey. We get a little bit of info on you, and then you're good to go. You just show up.
There you go. Now, at this clinic, it's not just massage; it's physical therapists as well. How many physios and massage therapists in total
So
do you have working at the downtown location?
downtown, there's just me and another girl.
Okay.
And then we have, I believe, 3 physios right now.
Okay.
One just went on mat leave.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think pretty sure there's 3.
Oh, so there's a decent amount of you guys there at the new location
Yeah.
then. That's awesome. Yeah, we had Justin and Ashley on the show already.
Yep.
So yeah, Justin came on, Ashley came on first. Yeah, with I'll say it just because it blew my mind, and hey, this is live, so why not? When Ashley came on the show, Ashley's like me. He's a loud talker.
Yeah.
And he came on and he wasn't talking loud.
Oh, really?
Like, he was still talking loud, but not like the decibels that he used to be at. And I honestly thought he was a little bit mad at me. I was just like, this is kind of weird. Ashley's like off. Then we started filming the show, and he mentioned that he had a hearing aid in.
Oh, yeah.
A what?
Exactly. And boy, has it changed the tone of how he speaks. He's like, yeah, like when I could hear myself, I was like really loud. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, you could always hear him. Like, didn't matter where he was. You didn't know where he was, but you
Yeah.
could hear him.
So now you can't hear him as much anymore.
Really?
So that's what I noticed when he came on the show. I was like, man, your level of talking is down. Maybe I should look into a hearing aid because I yell sometimes. So anyways, that's cool that you're down at the Sports and Wellness Center, though, because I know a lot of your clientele that you've seen over the years is more geared towards physical fitness, it seemed.
Yeah.
So that's just,
It
it
was
makes sense
that's
for
a
you to be
huge
there.
part of my life, too, right? So
Yeah.
I was always in the gym. COVID slowed me down a bit. But,
Yeah.
you know, like, always in the gym. I have my PT training, and actually I got my bodybuilding training and a bunch of other ones I did over COVID.
Yeah, yeah.
But so yeah, and it's perfect because it's right at the stairs for the gym, so you can either just come down and you can get your massage, or you can have your massage and go up.
That's right.
It's totally up to the client, but like I love working right next to a gym. So
Yeah.
like, that location, when they said I was going downtown, I was like right on.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, fell right into your wheelhouse.
It did.
Okay. Well, there you go. Well, that's the end of the show. Done.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. Thanks for coming on.
No problem.
And as many times as you want to come back, that seat's always open for you.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay, well, Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world, that has been another episode of the Mac City Morning Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. It really does mean the world to me. Hopefully you're having a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
I said this. That's another Mac City Morning Show done.
It's so ballistic!
Talk about quenching your ugly thirst.